time of year again where the debate will go on whether or not people should be having graduation parties at the homes of the graduating seniors, where there may indeed be alcohol being served. I have a little bit of a hard time with this right from the beginning because I've always felt that an 18-year-old who is old enough and supposedly responsible enough to register to vote and old enough and responsible enough to sign up for military service and potentially to go fight and die for this country should be able to have a beer every now and then. Obviously, like anything else, as a kid is growing up, and as he becomes older in his teen life, it should be taught to this individual without necessarily serving them, but it should be taught the meaning of responsible alcohol consumption. So when this person reaches the age of 18, the age of consent, the age of when they are responsible for their own actions, that this no longer becomes an issue. I think that the whole drinking and driving, that's an entirely different issue, and I've covered this. I don't think I think that the drunk driving laws are quite frankly built for political expediency, to tell you the truth. I think they're built to nab the casual drinker who, heaven forbid, has a couple glasses of wine with his meal and is no more impaired to drive his vehicle than 90% of the population are when they first wake up and bring themselves to work. But that said, here again, like I said, we're debating on whether or not it's a good idea to have these parties, these supervised parties. I got a better idea, people. Let's talk about the responsible consumption of a legal product and just make this discussion, like I said, a little earlier in life. You know, like I said, when you have health classes, they teach sex ed in junior high school. Well, maybe it's something, it's another part of life that that you have to deal with. It's not too young at age 15, 16, 17 to start maybe learning about maybe some of the consequences of over drinking. But just the fact that a responsible adult at age 18 can't consume an alcoholic beverage, I think is crazy. So I think that's the bigger question here, folks. It's not so much whether or not these house parties are a good idea, or whether they're legal, or whether a person can open themselves to liability. I think it's time that we rethink the whole mentality about the legal age of drinking. That's all I have for that. This is John Shannon, the Redneck Cabbie.